Good morning, students. Today is Wednesday, November the 16th, 2016. Here are your announcements. Next week is Thanksgiving break, meaning you are off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. If you're in an EOC class, you will probably have a little bit of work to do. Since testing is the week after, or starts the week after, and we don't usually give work on Thanksgiving break, but I'm allowing it this year because you want to be ready for that EOC test because it's 10% of your grade, and you want to do your best on it. And they're making us test a little bit earlier than we would like, so blame the man that you have to do a little bit of work on Thanksgiving. It's the man's fault, and I'm the man, I think. Speaking of testing, you need to know where to go, when to be there, what to bring, and all of that good stuff. You can find that out by going to our website, going to tops.education/testing. It will tell you all of that information. You need to make sure you go to the right test site and where it is. I know Mr. Lamy has all of our freshmen ready to do that. You also need to have a photo ID. All of that information's there. If you are in English 1, English 2, English 3, U.S. history, not world history, but U.S. history, chemistry, biology, or math 1, 2, or 3, B. I think there's only 6 kids that are in a B. You're probably in an A. You can find that out by bringing up your classes and looking at the title of them. It will tell you. If you're in world history, you're not in U.S. history. The only people in U.S. history are probably juniors, maybe a senior or two, but usually juniors are the only people in U.S. history who will be testing. So make sure you know what classes you're in. There's nothing more embarrassing than people that don't know. And go to that website. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about political discourse, meaning the way that you should talk about politics. First of all, in polite company, 2 things you should never talk about are politics and religion. You just don't talk about them in polite company unless you get to a level of trust with people where you can discuss those things politely and it not affect your relationship. We have the lunchroom where people can discuss things and all of that, and we posted our election results in there because I thought they were interesting and I wanted people to see how that played out in our school. And for the most part, the discussion in there was very civil. You know, people brought up their points and made their points and replied to other people that made points with rebuttals, but it was all nice and everything. But then we had 2 students who didn't do that. Now I've already talked to them and whatever, and they have apologized, and it's a good learning moment. But I wanted to tell you what I told them. I don't care what you believe. I don't care if you believe that fairies made out of meatloaf created the world and they should be our rulers and overlords, and that's the political system that you'd like to see in our country. I don't care if you believe that. Whatever, it's your opinion. The only thing I care about is how you talk about other people and other people's opinions. And the thing about it is you should always be respectful. Always. And it doesn't matter if somebody else is respectful to you or not. Because we are not nice to people because people are nice to us. We're nice to people because we are nice people. Does it make sense? And the same thing applies. We're not respectful because people are respectful to us. We're respectful because we are respectful people. So you need to take ownership of how you want to be seen by your fellow human beings. This election season has been the most difficult election season of my lifetime. Certainly. I mean, there's always been, a polarization because in a realistically 2-party system, you're one or the other, or you're somewhere in the middle. And so there are people that are way on one side or the other, and then there are people that are in the middle that could go one side or the other, but that's a small percentage of people. Maybe it's larger now, because really only 25% of the country voted one way or the other. And then there was a whole half of the voting population in our country that didn't vote at all. So maybe that middle part is a lot bigger than we think. But I digress. What kind of world do you want to live in? Do you want to live in a world where people are mean to each other, where people are out to get one another, where people are looking for chances to snipe at one another and say mean things and make people feel bad? Or do you want to live in the other kind of world where people are respectful of one another's opinions, where people are respectful of one another no matter what people believe or say? Because I believe that we can choose what kind of world we want to live in. And it's up to every individual to make that happen. Because the only person you're accountable to in that sort of situation is yourself. And so ask yourself, was I a good person today? Was I respectful of other people today? In that discussion, was I respectful? And if you hold yourself accountable for how you are with other people, and if everyone does that, then we can have a pretty nice world to live in. Just a thought for the day. Have a great day.